So today I am going to give a 4-month update. Call it a tri-quarter. That doesn't sound right. Trimester of the real estate market for all of Hillsborough County. That's what I'm talking about today. Stick around. Hi, welcome back. My name's Joe Brown, and I'm a realtor with Century 21 List with Beggins, located in South Tampa. Each month, I do a market update for South Tampa. And occasionally, I do a market update for all of Hillsborough County. And that's what I'm doing today. And I thought, here we are in May. So let me give a market update from January through April. And I've prepared a series of graphs that I'm going to share with you. So I just have to reposition myself, really reposition the camera so I have space for the chart. So just give me a second, okay? There we go. Thank you for staying with me. So I do have a series of charts. And if you've watched my market update for South Tampa, I'm going to share the same data points, but instead of a whole series of numbers, I'm going to show the graphs because the graphs may be easier to see the trends. Okay, so let's start first with active listings. Now, let me just clarify, this is all of Hillsborough County, all residential. What do I mean by that? You could have single-family homes. They could be townhomes, could be condos, could be mobile homes, right? So keep in mind it's all residential in Hillsborough County. So let's put the first graph here, and this is active listings. These are homes actively on the market. What do you see? Yeah, we're seeing an increase in active listings. Now, I have to caution you, right? Do not take one data point and make generalizations out of it, okay? But because it's easy to make guesses about, sales are slowing down or housing market's turning because active listings has gone up. This is one data point, right? So just stick with me and I'll share more information. Here's the second data point I shared. It is people putting their home on the market. These are new listings. So what do you see here? Yeah, new listings is going up. Now, I found this very surprising. This data point was very surprising to me because mortgage rates are higher. And I think the number's like 65% of homeowners in Hillsborough County have a mortgage rate below 5. Well, if you sell your house and you move to another house, you're looking at a mortgage rate right now at 7.2 with your best credit score. So I was very surprised at this data. But hold on, stick around. Let's take a look at days to sell. When somebody decides to list their home on the market, how quickly, in median, does it take to sell? Look here. Yeah, what do you see? It's gone down for the past 3 months. So this chart is showing buyers are under pressure. When a buyer has 5 weeks, 6 weeks to decide whether to put an offer on a house, buyers are comfortable with that. But now you're at 3 weeks, right? That's what this data is showing. You have 3 weeks to decide. And listen, back in 21, they were selling in days, 14 days, 10 days. That buyers were really under pressure. Now we're at 22 days. So there's still pressure, but this was surprising, right? Days to sell is compressing. Well, talking about sales, what do you think, right? That we have more homes in inventory. We have more people listing their homes. Well, what about sales? Yeah, look here. What do you see? Sales has gone up for the past 4 months. Again, this was surprising. So go back to the first chart. I said, be careful not to take one data point and make generalizations about it. Then I showed you 2 data points. New listings has gone up. And so it would be easy to assume that sales has slowed down. That's not the case, right? Sales has increased. My wife, she knows I work in real estate. She even said, Joe Brown, I hear sales are slowing down. Yes, my wife calls me Joe Brown. Now, throughout the state of Florida, throughout the nation, maybe sales has slowed down, not in Hillsborough County. And this chart clearly shows Hillsborough County sales is still very robust. So homes are selling quicker and homes are selling. So what about the median price? So look at this. So the past 3 months, you can see that even back in January, we were close. But the past 3 months, the median sales price has been around $395,000, right? It's gone $393,000, $396,000, but right around there, $395,000 for the past 3 months. Well, now we look at the ratio of what. So if the median price is $395,000, well, what did sellers want for their house to begin with? And that's what this chart shows, the ratio. What do you see? The ratio went from 95.8 to 97.2. So it's almost a 1.5-point swing. That means a couple things. One, sellers are getting closer to what they're asking for. And that could very well be because they're pricing their house more appropriately. Listen, I remember at the end of 21 and in 22, sellers were listing their price for ridiculous prices, right? Just because in 21, people were paying ridiculous money for houses. Now we've kind of understood the environment we're in and we're pricing the homes more appropriately. So we've gone from 95.8 to 97.2. Here's the other factor, right? So real estate, everything in sales is about the law of supply and demand. If I have 20 ceramic pots to sell and nobody wants them, I'm not going to sell ceramic pots. It's all about supply and demand. So if we know home prices are up, we've looked at sales numbers, we know demand is up. Look here at the months of supply. We have gone down. Over the past 4 months, we've gone from 4 months supply of inventory to 3 months supply of inventory. Now, we figure that out by we take a look at the number of homes on the market, divide that by how many homes are we selling each month, and then that gives us how many months of inventory we have on the market. The closer you get to zero, the faster homes are going to sell and the more rapid home price is going to accelerate. Okay? When supply dwindles, when supply decreases, demand increases, prices increase. So a lot of that has to do with mortgage rates. So I'm recording this on a Thursday, and in just an hour, the new rate survey is going to come out by Freddie Mac. So right now the rate's 7.22. I expect it to come down just a little bit. I still think it's going to be over 7.15, but slightly down. As the mortgage rates decrease, buyers are going to take advantage of the lower rate, and prices are going to accelerate. So here's my prediction, right? That we are going to continue to see a very strong housing market in Hillsborough County. We're going to see the median sales price of homes increase. I'll do another one of these videos. What's another 4 months? End of July, end of July or August, one of those. And I truly expect that the median home price is going to be over $400,000 at that point. So Hillsborough County is still very robust, very robust. Do me a favor, leave a comment below if you want me to focus on certain areas of Hillsborough County. Because I say Hillsborough County, but we have Temple Terrace, we have Plant City, we have the Riverview area, we have the Fishhawk area, we have Carrollwood, we have South Tampa. If you have a specific interest, reach out to me and I'll be glad to share information specific to that area. Also, go to my website, joebrownc21.com. I have several blogs. I have links to videos. I have links to custom searches. You can reach out to me, contact me that way. You can search for homes, put in your own filters of whatever you're searching for. I want you to look at me and say, I can trust Joe, right? I want to be your trusted advisor. So please, and listen, if none of this information matters to you, I don't know why you watch this then, but if none of this matters to you, please share it with your friends and family who it might matter to, okay? I'm here to be your trusted advisor. Reach out to me. Information is free, right? So most of the time. But reach out to me. Let's see if I can help you. Until next week, take care.